You know, taking a new age luxury crossover like this brand spanking new Mercedes-Benz GLA250 on the racetrack is sort of like kissing your cousin. It may seem like a good idea at the time, but it's probably not. You know what? There's only one way to find out, and that is coming up right now in the Fast Lane car. Just like the BMW X1, the Audi Q3, and the brand new Lexus NX, this Mercedes GLA250 promises to be all things to all people. A luxury cruiser, an off-road worthy ride, and of course a sporty hatchback. So let's just see how sporty this hatchback really is by taking it on the track. For you Americans, I'm going to do a 0 to 60, just flooring it with a 1 foot rollout, and then a 0 to 60 brake torquing it with a 1 foot rollout. Then for you Europeans, just to keep it fun, I'm going to do 0 to 100 kph with no 1 foot rollout. Remember, 1 foot rollout is basically what American drag strips use to time race cars or race trucks or anything on a drag strip. It's the time that it takes for the light to kind of break from when the car is set up. But before I do any of that, I'm going to put this car into sport mode. 0 to 60, I'm just going to mash the accelerator. Here we go. All right, here are the details, guys. That was 0 to 20, 2.35 seconds, 0 to 40, 4.75, and 0 to 60, 8.54. Now, when I tested the Lexus NX, I had a 0 to 60 time of about 9.2 seconds, if I recall, with just mashing the accelerator. I got it down quite a bit when I did the brake torquing, and the question is, can I beat the NX? Let me ask Andre how fast I did it in the NX. Andre, do you remember how fast did I do it in the NX brake torquing it?
787.
All right, that's what I'm gonna go for now. That time it was 8.54. That was not brake torquing it.
Okay.
So 787, that's the time we're going for now.
Yeah, 7.87.
Under the hood is a 2-liter twin-scroll turbo that puts out 208 horsepower and 258 pound-foot of torque. It's mated to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission with paddle shifters, and of course this is the 4MATIC, so it's all-wheel drive. Now there is a bigger AMG version of this engine, but we don't have it, so let's go test this guy. This time, I'm going to do 0 to 60, I'm going to brake torque it, which means that I'm going to put my left foot on the brake, my right foot on the accelerator, and have it in sport mode. I'm going to give the engine a chance to spool up, get the turbos to spool up, and hopefully we'll get a faster time. So here we go. And the results are in, guys. Interesting. We'll give you the details. So 0 to 20 was 1.7 faster, 0 to 40 was 4.14, and 0 to 60 was 7.94. So the Lexus was just a hair faster. And just a word to the wise, in this just in video, I lifted up this cover and, sorry, I'm not flipping off, burned the hell out of my finger, so best to not expose the engine and just keep it the way that Mercedes designed it. This Mercedes GLA250 is actually surprisingly capable on the track, but when you push it, it becomes a little, well, ponderous, a little heavy-handed, and that's because there's a compromise when you try to make a vehicle both track-worthy and off-road worthy. Oh, a little bit of push. Coming up and over this hill, Justin never lifts. I'm going to try not to lift. Oh, that's scary. The back end came around. He has balls of steel. This car does have 4MATIC, so it's a little bit more neutral than normally a rear-wheel drive or maybe even a front-wheel drive car would have. You can feel the car's mass, and you can feel that it's a little bit taller of a vehicle. As I'm pushing it around these corners, trying to clip the apex, the wheels are actually, the tires are actually getting loose, but in a very predictable way. The brakes are solid and firm, but it is tall and it is heavy, and you can really feel it when you start to hustle it around this track. The little twin scroll 2-liter feels lively. There goes the back end coming around, and now here comes the last turn. I'm trying to be smooth, just like Justin. Almost off the track, got it floored. So I suspect the next thing we need to do is take this Mercedes off-road and introduce it to some Colorado Rocky Mountain trails and see just how off-road worthy of a hatchback this really is. And you'll have to come back for that video. As always, this is Roman reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Click above or below to subscribe for a new car video every day. See you next time. Ciao. I just changed the V-Box over to kilometers, so we're going to go 0 to 100 kilometers with no rollout for all you Europeans, and we'll see how fast it is. Now keep in mind it was just a tad under 8 seconds to 60, and we beat, actually the Lexus beat the Mercedes by a hair, really a whisker, in the acceleration test. And if you were at sea level, that 8 seconds would be more of a 7-second time. And brake torquing it again, sport mode, there's the turbo. Alright, we have our times, guys. It's amazing how much slower it is. So 0 to 20 kph, 1.2 seconds, actually 1.20, 0 to 50 kph, 3.10, and 0 to 100, what do you think? Brake torquing at 8.41 seconds, so almost a half a second slower, going to 100 kilometers per hour with no rollout versus going to 60 miles an hour with rollout.